Well, I guess I'm not going on my walk jog today. This is actually the first time it has rained, I think since December, I think they said, and it's supposed to be pretty much all day, and we might get some crazy weather out of it, so we shall see. But I guess it's supposed to pick up pretty good later. It's just light drizzle this morning, which, you know what, I'm actually kind of happy it is raining because the pollen situation here is absolutely outrageous. For those of you that live down here, you know what I mean. The pollen, the amount of pollen that these pine trees release is insane. My car has been coated in it in over a month. So this will be nice to kind of knock down all that pollen and kind of distribute it. I guess I could do my floor exercises after I get the girls off to school. I do have to get Sadie off to the dentist this morning. I swear, I feel like I'm always at the dentist. I was just telling Jeff this. I feel like every time I turn around, I'm at the dentist's office because the kids go every 6 months and there's 4 of them. So it's like, I feel like we're always there. What I tried to do was buddy them up so that way 2 of them would go at one time, but then it got all mangled up because Sadie had testing and now everybody's separate. Somehow everybody ended up separate again. So I got to get it back on track to where they have dentist buddies. So it's 2 at once instead of, distributed like this. See how my plants are doing. My cucumbers. Oh, they're looking so cute. Yes, everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Got my other stuff over here. Gotta think about a garden here soon, I guess. I just got back from taking Sadie to the dentist, but I just came in here getting a few things done, and it's already almost time for lunch, for Jeff to come down and have lunch. Like, today's going by so quick. It's going by so quick. I went to Aldi the other day, and I got these oranges. They are called raspberry oranges, and they say they have a hint of berry in them. Have you guys tried these? I haven't opened it yet, obviously, but I was very intrigued, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give these a go. Also, look what Jeff found. Video storage cassettes or cases to put my VHS in. my one VHS. That's so odd that he was able to find that. I guess back in the day, it was only $2.25 back in the day. Look at that. All right. Hello.
Hi.
So we were just sitting here and he was watching yesterday's vlog.
Yeah.
And it kind of clicked in his head. He's like, well, he has a 3D printer.
Yeah, I wonder if they make some sort of rewinding tool for VHS
yeah, for the
tapes.
VHS tape, because
maybe somebody designed something so I
right.
could like hand crank it. Because it's really hard to do
by hand
with
like,
the sharp. Like you need 2 people to do it, or
yeah.
3 hands, but I don't have 3 hands, so.
Okay.
But yeah, and it's just your hand starts to get tired from turning those Sharpie markers.
It's like it wasn't too much to buy. We bought 2. We ended up buying 2 VHS players when we went.
One of them had a tape stuck in it, which I didn't realize till we got home.
Yeah, because you can't plug the stuff in to check it, obviously.
So that one didn't work. And then this one, I think I figured out what's wrong with it because like we fast forwarded through the whole tape and it ejected just fine.
Yeah.
When I tried to rewind it, it got stuck again like it did before. So I think it just unwinds the one side and it doesn't wind it back up on the other. I think is what happens. So a bunch of the tape gets stuck in there.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that what year is this? 2025? Where are we?
Yeah.
That we're so concerned about
VHS tape.
VHS tapes.
I was blown away at the quality of that tape. That tape
is really good quality.
Was recorded 31 years ago.
Oh my gosh, don't remind me.
Yes, I'm sorry everybody, but I regret to inform you that
1994
was 31 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
And the quality was actually really good. I thought it was going to be grainy and like lines going through it and stuff. Now the spot where the tape got snagged, it did have a bunch of lines going through it, but I expected that. But the rest of it, I mean, the quality was actually really good. I couldn't believe that.
The reason why I'm so like gung-ho, obviously, because it's like memories, but it's literally the only thing. I haven't spoke to my brother yet, but I don't think there's anything else out there, but it's the only thing that has all of my family members on there. It has my aunt Cheryl, who passed away. It has my grandfather, who's passed away. It just holds a lot of. I know it's not much that we're doing. We're just walking around, going to Belle Isle, and then we came back to my grandfather's house and we had like a birthday party there. But like my great aunt's on there, like lots of people that aren't around anymore. are on there. It's amazing that in one video, everybody is in it.
Yeah.
My whole mom side of the family is pretty much in this thing. And that's why it's like, all right, I know it's not much, but it's just to be able to see them again and hear their voices again. It's just a nice memory. And I know my mom would enjoy that as well.
And we did find out it was a 2-hour tape, but I think only 32 minutes of it
was so sad.
was video. And I fast forwarded through the entire rest of the 2 hours, and there's nothing there. So not only do we have to rewind it, but it's all the way at the end of the 2-hour tape.
At the 2-hour tape.
I mean, it's going to take us days to rewind it by hand. Feels like.
Yeah, so we're still working on that, and once we get it figured out, then I'll show you guys, of course. It's Tuesday. I just dropped all the kids off at school, and now I'm ready to go out for my walk, which has turned into a bit of a jog. Which I haven't jogged since before I had Delilah. So over 11 years now it's been since I've jogged. But the sun's kind of out. It keeps dipping in and out. It's still a little cloudy today, but not too bad. Definitely. I don't mind the cloudiness. It kind of helps out with the sun because I don't feel like wearing my sun hat. So I'm all right with that. Okay, thank you, laundry. Oh, thank you, laundry. Anyways, let's go ahead and head out, shall we? First things first is I like to time myself to see how I'm doing. So let's go ahead and get that going. And there we go. Now we can go. So I'm a little over a half mile in, and this is what I like to do. I do about a half mile just walking, and then that's when I start running. So when I get up here, I'll tell you guys what I do. So now how I'm training myself is I go by the light poles. I run 2 poles, and then I walk 2 poles. So here's my first pole. I'm going to start running. So here we go. All right. And I'm walking 2 poles, and then I just repeat that process for the next almost 4 miles. Made it back. I made it back. Whew. You know, it's one of those things, it's like I'm a bit exhausted when I get back, but boy, I can feel the difference. And like I said, I just started jogging. I think it's been about a week now. I just started jogging, and I can already tell a difference. I've been nonstop walking for the last almost year. It's been almost a year since I had my SVT where I had to go have an ablation, and I got put into the hospital. I was at the highest weight I had ever been in my life. I was almost 300 pounds this time last year. I'm gonna cry thinking about it. I was almost 300 pounds this time last year. I just kind of lost myself, you know, just in the mode of being a mom and everything, and all life's stresses and stuff, you know. I just kind of lost myself there for a little bit, and I'm so much more happier now than I have been in a pretty long time. I'm so much more thankful. I'm so much more just healthier all around, mentally, physically, and I'm just, you know, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to continue on and still be able to get to see my kids, and that was my biggest motivation. When I was laying in that hospital and I didn't know what was going on, and I was so afraid I wasn't going to be able to watch my children grow up. And I knew that I had to change. I knew something had to happen. So I'm just, these are happy tears, okay? I'm sad that I got to that point for me to realize that. It's, like I said, guys, if you feel like you need to make a change in your life, do it. Don't wait until something happens that, you know, you're like, oh my gosh, like a life or death situation. Don't wait. Do it now. Do it. Don't, you know, it's never too late to improve yourself, so that way everything is improved. Anyways, I got my water. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna take a quick shower, and we'll continue on our day. I think the biggest hurdle to jump over when everything first starts, like whenever you first decide you want to go and you want to become healthier, you know, exercise and whatnot, I think the biggest hurdle you have to jump through is coming to terms with the fact that eating is an addiction. It is. You know, everybody loves to eat. It's everybody's comfort. Everybody has comfort food. Everybody has something that they turn to whenever they feel sad or excited. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that you have to learn to accept, that, you know, you can't really eat the things you were used to eating. And then if you do eat all the things you were used to eating, it needs to be way smaller portions. I mean, that's what I've been surviving on, is a calorie deficit for the last almost year here. So pretty much, you know, like my dinner, I have my dinner that I have that I make up, and it's no bigger than the size of my hand. So like that kind of thing. And I think the second biggest thing is learning to be okay with your body, no matter what size and shape and what you have going on. And the reason why I say that is because when you go out and you're working out in public, people don't like that. People don't like how their body moves whenever they're running or walking. They don't like how they look whenever they're out there exercising. And the first thing I gotta say is, I felt the same, but I don't care anymore. You got to learn to not care. You got to learn to put on the workout clothes, put on the Bane suit in the summer, like not care. Go out and be you, okay? You're trying to make yourself better. Who cares? Who cares what anybody else is thinking? Are they out there doing it? No, you are. You're out there sweating. You're out there exercising. Think of it that way, okay? Nobody's looking at you any different. All right? Nobody's peering out their window and staring directly at you. And I know it feels like it. Nobody is, okay? Nobody is. And the biggest thing is, if people do notice, and this has been very recent for me, if people do notice you, what they're going to do is not judge you. They will approach you and tell you, wow, I've seen you every single day. I've had this is twice it's happened to me. Once just last week, and once like the week before, somebody actually approached me and was like, you're doing a really good job. You look fabulous. You're looking great. And that's good. That makes me happy, because they're not noticing my body move, the way my body moves when I run. You know, the things, you know, the insecurities I feel when my body's moving and running. They don't see that. They see me losing weight and putting in the effort is what they see. They don't see the things that I see. Okay, we're our biggest critic. We are our own worst enemy when it comes to that kind of stuff. And you gotta think of it that way. We're thinking too hard on it. Just go out there, just do it. Just go. Begin. Day one, begin. First step, you know? And the next thing you know, you've had 100 steps, 1,000 steps, you know what I mean? So just start. Another thing that I'm excited for is when I finally hit my 100 pounds, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go buy new clothes, because everything I own, and let me take my phone in my pocket. Everything I own, it's way too big on me. My shorts, everything. I have to tie it up real tight so that way they fit properly, but everything I own is way too big on me. Everything. Some of my stuff I can't even wear anymore because it's so big. My tank tops, all my tank tops, they like hang down so far. It's just, I can't believe that all those clothes used to be super tight on me. Like I almost had to go up to a 3-4X. I was still fitting into a 2X when I first started, but I was just dipping into getting 3X clothing. I was starting to come to terms with the fact that how big I was. And I needed 3 or 4X when I first started this journey. And now I'm down to like an extra large. So that's crazy. I can't wait to go shopping. So as soon as I lose 100 pounds, we'll go do some shopping together. And I really love Torrid. Luckily, Torrid, I think size 10 is what they stop at. So I guess I still have it for a little bit, but I don't know where else I'm going to shop, because I've shopped at Torrid for, gosh, years upon years. That's the only place I've ever shopped at. So, but I'm excited. New dresses, new pretty dresses, new pretty summer things. I'm excited. I'm so excited.